Distorted visions. Dragging my suitcase onto an unclean bed, I felt fatigue seeping into my bones. The dim light barely helped as I groped for the switch. A flicker in the overhead bulb lit up reluctantly, throwing a dull yellow glow on the flaky wallpaper and a carpet with an unsettling stain. Dismissing a sudden chill, I turned my attention to the nightstand. A Gideon Bible lay there, its cover weathered by time and disregard. It fell open to reveal a hastily written warning. Beware of management. They're aware. My skin tightened. This secluded mountain lodge was far from the peaceful retreat I sought. The note unsettled me. I attempted to disregard it as a joke, but the unease lingered. Sleep came quickly but was filled with disturbing dreams. When morning arrived, the carpet stain was more noticeable in the daylight. I brought up my concerns to Silas, the lodge manager. His dismissive response did nothing to ease my worries. The lodge was unusually quiet, but Silas chalked it up to being off-peak. The day passed in a surreal silence, broken only by the wind outside. I spent my time exploring the large building and its many rooms. As evening approached, I ventured into the nearby woods. The fog rolled in, obscuring the path. I felt alone. My phone provided a measure of light until the battery began to die. A sudden scream sounded, causing a ripple of fear to surge within me. The sound was not that of an animal. It was something far more menacing. Panicked, I ran back to the lodge, slamming the door shut behind me. I collapsed into a chair in the lobby. Another scream echoed from upstairs. I grabbed a fireplace poker and climbed the staircase. The air grew colder with each step, and there was a faint metallic smell wafting in the air. Upstairs, I found utter chaos, furniture overturned and clothes strewn about on the blood-soaked carpets. But what horrified me most was seeing the body of a dead woman lying on the floor. Fear gave way to survival, and escape became my priority. I hurriedly packed my belongings. Silas's cold voice sounded behind me. "Leaving so soon?" He smiled unnervingly, his eyes glowing an eerie shade of orange. What the hell was going on here? A tidal wave of recollection swept over me, nearly knocking me off my feet. The crimson stain of blood, the absence of other guests, the chill from the unlit fireplace. Something dreadful had happened at this isolated lodge. Silas sprang at me like a feral beast, his gnarled fingers clawing through the air. With adrenaline pumping like molten fire in my veins, I fled into the tangle of hallways. Silas's guttural snarls ricocheted off the cold walls, each echo reminding me of the predator hot on my heels. Survival was not just a goal now. It was a primal need that drowned out all other thoughts. I had to get out of there. A sudden memory hit me hard. The grand hall with its unused fireplace. It gave me a sliver of hope. I dashed through the huge wooden doors, Silas close behind. Time was running out. I toppled over an end table, the lamp on top providing a much-needed distraction that would buy me seconds at most. Silas stumbled, briefly thrown off by the obstacle. Seizing this opportunity, I grabbed the fire poker and slammed the heavy iron grate shut, trapping a log inside the stone hearth. My plan was a gamble and banked on the old tales of fire cleansing evil. A roar filled the room as flames engulfed the trapped log. Silas instinctively recoiled, an unholy light from the blaze forcing him to let out an agonized howl. He hammered at his flaming prison with monstrous force, managing to bend it but failing to snuff out its burning heart. His furious bellows turned into spine-tingling screams as he shrank and dissolved into dark wisps that were swallowed by a fiery whirlwind. The grate fell open, remnants of charred wood still glowing from inside it. A heavy silence settled around me as a wave of exhaustion hit, causing my legs to give way beneath me. I fell onto the old wooden boards. As shock faded, disgust washed over me, coupled with a grim reality. I had witnessed and narrowly escaped a horrifying ritual. Daylight poured through the dirty windows as I stumbled out of the great hall. Biting mountain winds tore at my skin. Silas was gone, consumed by fire, but his evil home remained. I followed the winding mountain trail, unmoved by the beautiful views around me. Snow-capped peaks accented the soft pink hues of the sunrise. It felt like a cruel mockery after what I had endured. While the authorities dismissed my story, they couldn't ignore the deserted lodge and its dead resident. Their official conclusion was an accidental death caused by a tragic gas leak. Typical, but I knew better. That lodge was a tomb and gateway to unimaginable evil. In the coming weeks, nightmares haunted me relentlessly. snippets of the ritual, images of Silas's monstrous form. I am constantly reminded of the hidden evil and the unsettling fact that there are beings beyond our understanding waiting to enter our world. The experience has left a lasting mark on my soul, and though I survived, I am forever changed and always on guard. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Thank you for watching.